So funny story. A week ago last Tuesday, I'm at a B-Dubs in Peabody. I'm 13 Miller Lights in during happy hour watching the Yankees get fucking stomped. Fuck them. Great night. Anyway, these two guys come in. They're in fucking suits. Whatever. I don't pay attention to them. I'm just drinking, having a good time watching the Yankees get their ass handed to them. And they start bitching about how spicy the fucking mild wings are at Buffalo, at B-Dubs. Oh, it's so spicy. Fucking douchebags. Anyway, so we get to talking after a while. And I don't know, 3 hours go by. We're still firing back the pints of Miller Lite. $1.49. I'll drink those all fucking night long. Anyway, didn't think anything of it. I'm talking about everything, obviously. Pats, how much Tom Brady sucks. Fucking Yankees getting their ass kicked. Politics, local shit, whatever. Don't think anything of it. I go home. Next day I'm at fucking work. I work down at Sullivan Tire down in Saugus. This fucking douchebag, and listen to this. This douchebag comes in, right? He has his 2016 Cadillac, and he wants his white walls changed. I guess they've been on there since the 60s or whatever. I don't know if he transferred or I don't know what the fuck I've never seen those before in my life. Anyway, I'm like, where's the Starlux so I can take off your rims? He's like, oh, you have it. I'm like, what do you mean I have it? I've never seen you before. What the fuck are you talking about? I have it. He's like, you have it. Last time I was in here, I left it here. And I'm like, I don't have shit. We're arguing back and forth about it. I'm like, how am I supposed to take this off? He's like, I don't know, it's your fucking problem. I pay the money. So I'm trying to jerry-rig this motherfucker with a pry bar and some WD-40 and a strap that I had. Next thing you know, I got these 8 jawheads behind me with 2 guys that in black suits that look like they stepped off the Men in Black fucking movie set, sticking automatic weapons in my face, telling me to get on a helicopter. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is this about my child support? I'm like, don't you usually send a couple stadies for that? So they throw me on there, throw these oversized fucking Dre beats on my head, and I got a headache for 2 weeks after that. Fucking thing's loud. Fly me somewhere, throw me on a fucking plane, and 30 hours later, I'm in the great country of China, it looks like. I don't know where the fuck I am. Rice bowls everywhere. Apparently, that fucking guy that was in the Buffalo Wild Wings was Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense, Homeland Security. I don't know who the fuck he was. I still don't know. I guess he took what I said seriously, whatever the fuck I said. I don't even remember what I said. I was fucking polluted. Anyway, next thing I know, I'm walking into the Prime Minister of China's office. I got to meet with this guy about this fucking problem we're having that I said I could solve. Apparently, yeah. So I'm walking in and I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm like, hello, Mr. Prime Minister. My name is Brian Devaney. I'm from Saugus, Massachusetts. Listen, I'm the new ambassador to China, and let me just start off by saying that I love your country. Meanwhile, I know nothing about this fucking country. I'm trying to fucking butter him up, like you do, or whatever. This guy's a big shot, so. I love your country. I love your culture. You guys are fantastic. I love the food. Chicken fingers are fucking great. The chicken fingers you make. Scorpion bowls, fucking fantastic. Who doesn't like a Mai Tai? Are you kidding me right now? Fortune cookies are like the best thing on the fucking planet. Am I right? And that whole kung fu thing you do with Bruce Lee, yeah, keep doing what you're doing there. That's fun. That's just plain up fun. So keep doing that. And then I go, listen, we both have a stone in our shoe here, okay? Let's just say, a chick calls you up, sends you a text message saying, hey, I just went to the cottage at Hampton Beach, having a big party. Everybody's going to be there, and I mean fucking everyone, if you know what I'm talking about, like everyone. So you're like, yeah, maybe I'll show up for a couple hours, see what's what. You got there, everything's fucking great, big place, right on the beach or whatever. Everyone's drinking, having a good time. People are playing foosball. People are out playing cornhole. You get that one jack off that's fucking good at everything. That's nailing the fucking cornhole every fucking time, and he's just winning 13 games in a row. That fucking douchebag, we all know him. People are drinking. I'm giving him this analogy, right? People are drinking, having a good time. We're all dancing. We're all just having a good time on Hampton Beach. We're looking at the titties, drinking some beers, just loving life. And then next thing you know, You got that one fucking drunk guy that tries to start a fight with people, tries to make trouble, hitting on people's fucking girlfriends, knocks the punch bowl over. And I say to him, what do you do with a piece of shit like this? What do you do with a douchebag like this? And I'm like, there's only two ways to deal with this fucking retard, right? One, you take him out, you beat the shit out of him, you throw him in a fucking gutter and you forget about him. That's the way I'd handle it. That's the way I have handled it in the past. I mean, that's just me. That's the way I grew up. I don't know. You just deal with it. Second way is you go to the guy's buddies and you're like, hey, you brought this fucking douchebag to the party. You deal with them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to deal with them, and it's not going to be fucking pretty. That's why I'm here, Mr. Prime Minister. We have this fucking douchebag that needs to be dealt with. Again, we all know who we're talking about here. We got these spoiled little rich kid from fucking North Korea shooting firecrackers off over Japan. And they're big fucking firecrackers, if you know what I'm saying. They're not M80s. We both have them, so we know. We can't have that happen, Mr. Prime Minister. Two ways to deal with it. Either we can go in with the fucking tanks and these boys behind me, with all his friends, and leave him in the gutter, beat the shit out and leave him in the gutter. Or you could deal with him since you brought him to the party. You know what I'm saying? You're his buddy. He keeps running his mouth off that, oh, don't fuck with me because China is our boy, and they'll just get involved and you guys will have a fucking problem. He's calling himself your uncle or something. Is he your uncle? Like, I don't even know what the fuck. Like, he's talking all kinds of shit. So I figured I'd come to you first, and see if you can deal with the situation, because he shoots, we already sent him a letter. He shoots off another one of these, and we're going to have to deal with it, because Japan's one of our boys. I mean, Japan's a piece of shit. I mean, they suck. I mean, they tried to take us over back in the 40s. They tried to take you over in the 40s, and we fucking dealt with them for you back in the 1940s, and you're welcome for that, by the way, because we kicked them out of your country. We booted their fat Japanese fat heads back to where they came from. I don't really like Japan myself, but that's just me. I don't know. You really can't say that now in 2022, but fucking millennials. Anyway, have you been to that Japanese steakhouse in Saugus? I mean, it's fucking expensive. I mean, you roll in there, it's like 2 C notes just to get a seat. I mean, are you fucking kidding me right now? And they throw a little bit of steak and they give you one shrimp, and then this motherfucker tries to shoot some cheap-ass sake in your mouth, and you're like, I'm not a fucking chick. Don't do that to me. And he's like, well, you go, come on, you're spying. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking kick your ass, dude. Anyway, nobody likes these people. I don't like them. You don't like them. Nobody likes them. But we got to fucking treat it with them. They're our boys. So we got to deal with it. And we, the United States, we don't have a fucking problem with you. You do your thing. We do our thing. We like to consider ourselves allies, even though we're not formally allies. We didn't sign anything saying we got each other's backs like these fucking people do, like the countries do. But I like to consider, you do what you do, we leave you alone. We do what we do, you leave us alone. And we've been that way for a very long time, and we'll keep it that way. So, we dealt with that fucking DJ Trump problem that we had. We took care of Deej, and as a matter of fact, I got to fly back down to Washington because they want me to take care of the fucking Trump trial next after this, which I got to go, so. But before we do, you guys got titty bars in this country? Because I'd like to see some and have a couple of beers. You want to go grab a beer or something? We could lose these douchebags behind me or something. So, we get to drinking. He's a great fucking guy. He speaks perfect English, by the way. He didn't need a translator. 2 days later, we're both polluted off our ass, plastered off our ass, and we're still drunk 2 days later. Great guy. Great guy. He's like, yeah, I'll take care of it, Brian. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm like, all right, word. I'm like, just send me a fucking email when you're done, all right? Because I need to get these douchebags in Washington off my ass and pay my child support here. So for everyone worried about the North Korea situation with those little fucking M80s he's shooting off over Japan, don't worry about it. I took care of it. You're welcome.